Hi, so in this video we will be discussing why to join a martial arts team. And I am gearing this content towards creating a new series for people who are just beginners to martial arts, and this might be like their first attempts at going somewhere and learning martial arts from a teacher, and that can be a kind of a scary experience. So that's why I'm making this series, in order to kind of let people know what to expect and the benefits of going this route. The first benefit is that teams of any sort tend to be very supportive. And this can be really good to have, as we will be able to meet new people and make new friendships. But depending on where we are, like in our lives, it can be even more important. Like, say if I had just graduated high school or just graduated college, I might not be around as many people as I used to be when I go out in the real world. It's just, and I might, when I go out in the real world and the places in which I meet people might be at like your job, and that's not necessarily a place to get real concrete friendships. It's just kind of something you have to do, and it's either a source of pleasure for you or a source of pain. But for your when you join a martial arts team, we can make really lasting friendships. And if we were used to the school experience, meeting all of these people and then having our whole network kind of changed when we graduate and not see them as much as we used to, a martial arts team where we're having stable connections can really help and can really give us the ability to have something steady. Also, your martial arts team is a place where you can go and meet new people. And it's also establishing not just a connection with your team, but you'll, in the process of bonding with them, you'll also bond with other teams, because you'll either compete, go to competitions and meet those different teams, but as well you'll go to seminars in which, if they're advertised at all, you'll have students from a whole bunch of different places come to those events, and then you'll meet people there too. So it's a great opportunity to just make new connections, and there aren't as many opportunities to do that in the real world. The second reason is that martial arts builds your character, and this is especially true as with your competitions or any kind of events, not just events, but any kind of sparring situations, or basically when you do things in martial arts, they tend to be, for the vast majority of cases, one-on-one affairs. And because of this, like, all of your achievements and all of your progress in martial arts was gained from you being the one who pushed it forward. You kind of, by your own merit and by your own willpower, you achieved, you got out of it what you put into it. You got your promotions, or you got your medals, or even just you got your like connections and you made all these friendships. You got that because you went out and put yourself through it. Like in other team-based affairs, maybe a sport, like say a basketball team, one might not necessarily be a great player themselves, but because off of someone else's merit, off of someone else's skill and aptitude, they got further along in this competitive scenario because they had just some all-star person who could really push the team forward. And that just doesn't happen in your martial arts teams. That's just not a thing. My last reason that I'll discuss in this video is that being on a martial arts team can provide you with a healthy level of confidence. Notice when I say healthy level, I'm not talking about like going out in the world and thinking you can take everyone. And that's a really horrible mindset that you might have, and it will make everyone just not want to be around you. That's like taking your martial arts, and that's kind of like that can be a bad sign of what you're investing in, and that's not at all the goal. You're training to have a healthy level, meaning that you know if a need arose and you absolutely had to, that you can defend yourself. But in my future videos, I will be definitely delving into discussions of the right mindset you should have and developing in a healthy way, especially when developing an ego with your training will not just put yourself backwards from a life perspective, but it'll also put your martial arts backwards, as that you won't seek as many challenges, and that isn't a source that won't lead to your ultimate growth. You need to be challenged in order to progress, but if you develop an ego, then you won't seek out these challenges that push you forward. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this discussion, and also look forward to more content from me in the future. But until then, I'll see you later. Bye.